One, two, one, two, three.
AJR people of the world, what's up?
What's up?
Today we have here some alumni from AJR. My name is Ryan. You are?
Salvador. Edgardo. Me, literacy is the key.
I believe literacy is actually putting your own opinion, your own thoughts into the text or the conversation or dialogue that you're having with another person.
Take a text, reading, so whatever it is, and being able to analyze it critically and forming your own opinion on certain subjects.
One thing is just to read the text. Another thing is to actually understand it and being able to come up with your own thoughts.
To really dive into the material in a way where you can gain something from it and grow from it. It's crucial. It really is. It's gonna get you. It's gonna make you think outside the box of what you know. It teaches you things that you thought you would never experience, you thought you would never think, you thought that you would never see. I ended up going to school with kids that have been preparing for college since they were 5 years old. Same, like the way I look at it now is similar to the way a lot of kids or a lot of parents look at sports here. We prepare our kids to go to practice at a young age and try to make them superstars. And the reality is that there's only a limited amount of athletes that can be pros, that can be the best at whatever sport they choose to be. But when it comes to reading and thinking for yourself, you can go as far as you want to go.
There's always reading to do. There's always reading to do in college.
As a high school student, it sounds overwhelming. You know, it sounds very difficult. It sounds almost impossible. I remember the first assignment I had, I thought I had to read 27 pages. Turns out I had to read 27 chapters.
At the end of the day, you still know you have to read about probably 250 pages, and then you want to analyze the text. You know, it's not all about just reading it and then just stop there. You know, I'm going to bed. No, you have to analyze it, take down notes. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to the author? What does it mean to the world? What does it mean to the book? What did you just read mean to all that?
Literature is going to help you. There's no way that reading another book is going to hurt you or make you, it's only going to help you.
There's just so much that reading does for you. Just reading in itself, it establishes professionalism.
It's not smart to be dumb, straight up. Especially in this day and age, it's not smart to be dumb. And literature is literally a key for your mind to expand. Reading, as far as amount and the amount of pages or whatever, it's a lot more than high school. It's straight up, it's way more than high school, and you just gotta you gotta step up to it. That's really it.
Reading is key to anything, to analyzing text, to having a conversation with somebody, for an interview, for anything you need or want. Just reading is gonna help you. Reading in itself is not going to hurt you, period. You know, it opens your mind. It opens your mind to different things that you didn't even think about.
If you don't show up with the mentality that you like reading, or just in general that you're going to have to read and read a lot, you're going to struggle.
Given the competitiveness of college, just any college, it's really important to read, period. Whether it's literacy hour, in the classrooms, or even at your homes. I believe that reading at your homes is important just because it gives you an edge. A lot of people in college already have those opportunities of reading at home, and you don't want to be behind them. So it's important to read in the literacy hour, in the classroom, and at home, just because you need to be on par with everybody else, because it's really competitive. Just to if you show up not being a individual that doesn't read a lot, it's going to be difficult to adjust. It's going to take time to adjust into the college reading environment.
Coming from a place that we're kind of just used to always being very confrontational, gang violence, surrounded by struggling homes. That was my main motive, taking care of your family. But at the end of the day, when you read a lot more and you start seeing different aspects, different opinions, whatever it is, you kind of start forming a sense of peace, a sense of peaceness within you, where you start seeing that just because someone's different than you doesn't mean they're against you. A lot of kids here are often very closed-minded when it comes to change. And that's what literature kind of opens you up to, like a whole different aspect of things. You get closer to that, to your outside your comfort zone, the more you start realizing that, you know what, it's okay to grow, it's okay to change, it's okay to accept different opinions. Even if you're not gonna agree with it, it's okay to just come to an agreement with a difference, and that's fine. Point is that if you don't read, you're gonna struggle. There's kids that, like I said, that have been practicing this, have been reading since they were 6, 7 years old, and that have taken reading not only as like a job, they look at it as a passion almost. It's a way to grow. And as weird as that sounds, being in high school, and I remember sitting in class, I didn't read in high school. I'm not gonna lie, straight up, I would skim books and somewhat and just kind of get by or whatever. But at the end of the day, when I got to college, I had to face reality. I realized that you're gonna read about 100 pages in a day if you have to. And as crazy as that sounds, that's the reality of things once you get out of high school and teachers don't baby you anymore. And if you think that you're gonna get by in college the way you got by in high school, that's not gonna happen.
Treat high school like it's college already.
As a high school student, I think you wanna just take advantage of the fact that you're at where you're at right now.
Do what you have to do to read. Like there's no buts and ifs. The more you read, the more substance you'll have when it comes to class time. The more you'll have to talk about in an essay. The more you'll have to talk about in life, period.
You gotta keep at it, keep trying, because the amount of reading you're gonna do is not easy. As much as you don't wanna hear that, that's really what it is. You need to grab a book, read it, and connect it to your life, and then move on to the next book.
An example, if you're not interested in reading, but you're really interested in, let's say, music, grab a book on Tupac. Read what he has to say about life. Read what his struggles were. Read about what he had to do in order to get where he eventually became.
Stay after school and just read a couple pages and just chat it up with your teacher. Do that.
Just read something you like. You're in high school. Read something you like. Aside from what the teacher signs, you don't necessarily have to stick to what the teacher signs and that's all the reading I'm gonna do. Because there's more to reading than just the classroom.
Grab a dictionary and learn new words every day. Do that.
If you love sports, read sports. There's nothing wrong with reading sports. Read it. Just read something you like. If you don't like what Miss Copera is giving you, read something you like. Don't be. I don't even call anybody ignorant, because at one point I was too. Just because I didn't like what they were giving me, I wasn't reading it. But it's not about that. It's about just developing your mind, developing your thoughts. And if you don't read, you'll never get to develop it. Or if you do, you'll be late, just like I was when I was in college. So just read what you like, and you at least go start there. Read what you like, and then you'll be fine.
When you're reading something, an article or book, whatever it is, that's boring, you don't find anything to it, you need to somehow connect it to something else, or connect it to someone else, or to yourself, or whatever it is, that there's always something where you could gain from a reading. There always is. And you just gotta find your own way of discovering that,
Thank you for being here today, helping our fellow AJR family. And the main message is use your resources, read, you need them in college and life. Thank you.